Welcome back, Mush Eaters, to another War of the Rebellion Warhammer Total War replay, battle replay. This is a really unique map, a really unique situation. I'm playing as Bretonnia. My ally over here is playing as the Norseman. And we're playing against the Empire and the Dwarves. So let's take a look at some army comps as the battle heats up. Now I'm going for maximum knight coverage. I knew I wanted to play a little wrecking ball, and I achieved it. All right, so I've got King Leon Liqueur here. He's got Foe Seeker, giving him that extra speed to get around the battlefield. Great melee defense and leadership. Area augment for his knights. Stand your ground. The Lion Shield, missile resistance. Spell resistance, plus 40%. The Sword of Corone, melee defense of minus 24 as a hex area when it comes in, with armor minus 30. Can just dominate. He's excellent to have. So I'm also bringing the dreaded Grail Knights, the living saints of the Kingdom of Bretonnia. Anti-large, armored and shielded. Look at that, 120 armor, just fantastic. High leadership. They've got magical attacks. Their weapon strength is bonus versus large and armor piercing. So I've got 3 of them. That's going to do a lot of great work for me. The next up is my second wave, is filled with Knights Errant and Questing Knights. Knights Errant being the bottom of the totem pole of the knights in Bretonnia. But they've got Impetuous, which is pretty great. Immune to Psychology, so you can get them into some tight spots that otherwise would have them break. And, of course, Questing Knights, who, sitting astride their horses, carry their long swords into battle. They're armor-piercing and armored and anti-infantry. And then over here, I've got a single peasant mob. My ally is bringing Marauders with great weapons, which is pretty great. Cheap, got a great weapon, armor piercing, can get in there and do some damage. Especially if, some of the larger units come in to try and attack them. And it wouldn't be much without having Marauder Spearmen, which is pretty nice. So, very much a chaff unit, but anti-large and charge defense against large foes is great for Imperial Cavalry that you might be coming up against. He's got more cheap Marauders in the back. So, good speed, melee attack, and defense with a charge bonus. They've got Rage, physical resistance. Nice. And he's bringing one of the big baddies, Throg, the Troll King himself. Hammer infantry, just an absolute beast. Got those swords sticking out of him. Oh my goodness. Favor of the Ruinous Powers, plus 10 to his leadership. Regeneration, giver of glory. Oh, fight or die. I mean, he's just a great... Yep. His vomit will melt you into nothing. Oh. On top of that, he's bringing 2 Mammoth Warshines. Wow. Anti-infantry, Chaos Warshine. Fantastic weapon strength. The Norsemen are well known for their monster collection that they can field on the battle. Now let's take a look at what the Imperial soldiers opposing him consist of. He's got some Demigryph Knights, which are monstrous shock cavalry. Great for anti-infantry. I was hoping for maybe some halberds with that. Spearmen, some nice chaff, and halberdiers with flagellants. Flagellants are pretty great because they're unbreakable with frenzy, and they do double damage, which is pretty nice. It's got some crossbowmen, handgunners, a warrior priest. What's a warrior? Does he have Hammer Sigmar? Okay, cool. And Soulfire, excellent. And Balthazar Gelt. Oh my goodness. One of the most unique characters in all of Warhammer. Just loves gold. Loves being a wizard. Oh, Yeah, bring in all final transmutation, very dangerous, glittering robe, searing doom. Yeah, good standards. All right. And he's got Hellstorm rocket batteries, Demigriff knights. Ooh, halberds. Yeah, that's right. Better get them up. You're going to need them fighting those big monsters. All right. So my opponent went heavy with artillery, which is bad for him. So he's got cannons, organ guns, and organ guns. So great. Armor piercing. He brought these to try and take down my artillery. Let's see if this pays off. Same with his cannons. Anti-large, armor piercing, great for shooting cav. He's got iron breakers up front and quarrelers in the back. Iron breakers obviously are the best infantry unit in the dwarf roster. Absolutely fearsome. Leadership 96, missile strength of 51, plus its armor piercing. Yeah, he blows up my knights. Over here in the back, I've got a Thane, which is great. And just a standard lord with a master engineer. So he's going with basically three heroes. This is just a standard axe infantry lord for the dwarves. I think one of the lowest they can do, I think. So still has perfect vigor, and combined with a Thane and a master engineer, it could be a tough nut to crack. So I know exactly how. Let's go ahead and hit play. I know exactly how I'm going to have to time this. There's no way I'm charging over an open ground as much as he would want me to. I am definitely using these trees for cover. And he responds kind of accordingly, but it's also, you know, hey man. Oh, that's right. His units started auto-firing at my peasants. So I just left them there. Because if he wants to spend valuable cannon rounds shooting at them, I'm all for it. Alright, over on the left flank. Oh my gosh, the war mammoths are deep behind in Imperial lines. Going right after those artillery pieces. And handgunners. Oh no. Spearman flank gives way under the weight of all of these marauders. They're going to start streaming into the back here. Oh, Warshine is going crazy. Oh, a 5-stack here. Oh my goodness. You always say I'm only gonna do 1 unit per 1 unit, so allow the other ones to keep moving, but sometimes you just forget. All right. Over here, the attack has begun. King Leon, every unit gets a target, and that's how I themed this. My Knights Errant went in right through the top of the trees here and got blasted by these iron breakers. Look at this. They broke. They'll be back, but their job was to take those charges. So the questing knights and the Grail knights get it in the background. Oh yeah, here they come. Oh. These units I knew not to worry about. I'm going after the cannons. And then I'm going to help my ally. This is what... Get him in. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. You can try it. Because the dwarves, sad to say, are slow. So I'm having units move back and forth between them. Over here on the right flank. Oh my goodness. The Witch Hunter. He's trying, but he's very much outnumbered here. Flagellants. Frog going to town doing what he does best. Oh my goodness. Brought in some of my cav to come help him out. Clear up some of this chaff. The Imperial army is really susceptible to chain routing. And I knew that if I could tie him down with my chaff units, questing knights and peasants, and do damage to his artillery and then swing around here on the side, it's going to be a solid give me. All right. Oh, yeah. I saw his demigriffs here. Oh, just fully. Yeah, not going to last long. Oh, look at those bonuses. Working. All right. So, Empire's losing it. I've got my Knight Errants. My Questing Knights still holding them up. Right? That's all this is supposed to... That's all they're supposed to be doing here. Alright. Now the rest of the Empire here is just left to a couple of units. Oh my gosh, look at the dead here. Oh. Oh, just brutal. At this point, seeing what units he had left, I decided to bring in my Cav. Oh yeah. Can't go wrong with Grail Knights. Charging these Iron Breakers in the rear so they can't do that again. Oh my goodness. Knight Errants are going to run from this, but Grail Knights, you know, their leadership is going to be just fine for these situations. You want to pull them back after a while. Coming back on the Dwarves. Really working them. Getting those charges in. Oh, yeah. See, I mean, it's just... Ping-ponging your infantry is just the absolute best. Or not your cavalry. I absolutely love playing as Bretonnia. They are my favorite faction. I grew up playing with them. They were the first army I ever painted. I still have my King Leon. Oh yeah, they have. All right. Fight over here still wrapping up. Flagellants. Balthazar Guild. My Knight Errants. My Grail Guardians. Oh, yeah. It's just whoever we can get a hold of. The thing about Grail Guardians and Grail Knights is they have perfect vigor. So they will fly around the battlefield even when everyone else's units are tired. So it's something to remember. Because a lot of units are going to be tired at the end of the battle. Exhausted, right? Really tired. Look at that. Oh. He still has his cannoneers. He probably could have gotten them back on, but it was probably pointless with my Cav just running around out here. So the end of those Demigriff Knights. Oh yeah. Come on, King. Oh yeah, Lion Shields, Blessings of the Lady, Foe Seeker. The thing about Dwarves is just having to break them over and over again. Still got Questing Knights and Peasant Mobs. Iron Breakers are so hard to break. They're true to their name. And with that, I ping-pong them back into the Iron Breakers. My ally's finally starting to come down with all of his troops. Thank goodness. Oh. Wow. Look at that. Throg did 1,800. He took 1,800 gold from these players. That's brutal. All right, look at that. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Perfect. 2,600. Thank you for paying for yourself. King, what have you got? Yeah, you haven't been doing nothing. That's all right. Nice. Well, we're going to speed that up. That's going to be the end of the battle. It's one of my favorites. It's, you know, people honestly expect when you're playing Bretonnia you're going to take a lot of chaff, but you can go with just a hardcore knight section depending upon what kind of enemy you're going to play against. And this is just one of the reasons why is I think people sleep on Bretonnia, and they had a buff done to all of their knights. So, well, that was the end of the replay. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in another episode, and I'll see you on the front lines. Have a great one. Bye, everyone.